Hi everybody, my name is Tom Solid, and you know my channel is all about going paperless. As you know, we got a really detailed help section here, so you just go to help and to user guide, and then there's everything you need to know how to use this. So if you don't know how to use Notes Plus, read this, and you know the initial things here, the quick start guide. I think if you have Notes Plus already, you know this already, and there are some tips as well and so on. But today I want to show you some hidden features, things that are not mentioned there, and but still available. Okay, so let's get started. All the things I'm telling you now, I also covered in a blog on my website, where I publish the latest updates of the note-taking apps there. So if there's a major update of a note-taking app, you will know it there on this website. So maybe you want to subscribe to my newsletter there. I think it's worth it. You can also register on this website. So we are very fast growing paperless community. There is a forum as well, and yeah, just give it a try. All right, so without further ado, just let's dive into it. The first thing I want to show you is the dual window mode. Okay, so I think some of you maybe already seen this. You just have this bar here on the left side, like a gray area. You just grab it and you can go to another window, which is the browser. So you can actually browse in the internet. So let's just go to my website for the sake of it. And then it's loading the website. And whatever you see there, you can just capture it. So you can capture something, doesn't matter, we just take the whole thing and then it just bring it into your note. All right, so this won't matter anymore when a new update comes out where drag and drop will be included. So I would rather put a browser next to it, which is possible, the split screen mode, and then just drag and drop everything in here, or with the screenshot thing. So I think that was a good thing when the multitasking wasn't available before iOS 11, but okay, it is there. Another thing you can do in this window is just make it big. So you have a full screen browser, so you can browse the whole thing here on the corner. And okay, another thing is you have this dual mode. All right, you can also stop it here, so it's in between. What you can't do actually for the moment is dragging it to the side. So that's really something annoying. It's the same for the note. You can't drag the note wherever you want, so you stick with this view. So I'm not really happy about this, but what is possible with the split screen mode, you can just swipe on the notebook and then you just press this button here, which is the split screen mode. So you see this notebook opened now in the left side screen. You see this here, and so here's my other notebook. So that's this way you can just have two notebooks next to each other. The problem is, as I said already, well, it's not very useful. It is there, but if you can't read the note properly, yeah, you can only write on this side, and then if you want to go further, you can't go to the whole side. So I hope they will address this, because that would be awesome, as it would be the first app able to show two notebooks next to each other. So I know that's a highly requested feature in all the other note-taking apps. Notes Plus offers this already. Okay, let's go to feature number 2. Open notebooks on any desktop. All right, so you know, Notes Plus is not syncing to a lot of cloud services yet. They are working on implementing new cloud services, but what is available is the, if you go here and you go to auto backup, you can sync it with the Dropbox or with your iCloud. And if you go into your Dropbox on your desktop, it's important, don't open it in the browser. You can go into the folder where the backup is saved and just open the index file. And once you open this index file, you can read your notes in the browser. That's really something nice, so you can read your notes anywhere you are. So another thing is handwriting is globally searchable. So if I write something like this is a test, and you go back, you can just have here the magnifying glass, put in test, and you see the page comes up with my untitled notebook, and there you go. So it might take 1 minute, or it might take a few seconds until it is updated. So don't worry if you write something down, go back and search for it and you don't find it, just wait a few seconds, but it will be there. I mean, we can test again, just write in, instead of test, we write in this, and you see, well, this is obviously a lot in the other notes as well, but you see here is page 1 in notebook untitled, and there you go, this is a test. So I think this is really something amazing, because this way you don't have to convert everything into text to make it readable for the notebook. The only thing I would wish here is that it would highlight if it would highlight the words I found. So if you go to GoodNotes, for example, I wrote here test, and if you go for search, also you only can search within the notebook, so it has no global search for now. But if I put in test and I search, you see it's highlighting, and it also puts it on, shows me all the sites where it is, and it selects everything. So this is really something nice, but at least in here you will jump to the page where the searched word is, and more important for me, globally through all my own notebooks you can do this search. So another thing is number 4 actually, you can share your notebooks with your friends, who are using Notes Plus as well. That means, of course, you can export it. Of course, you can export it. That's no problem, as a PDF and share it. But if you share it as a web archive and you share it with your friends, you can share it wherever you want, and they open it in their Notes Plus app, they can work on it. So for example, if I share this is a test, they will be able to work on it whatever they want. So that's nice as well. Another thing is, you might don't know that you can customize your toolbar. So for example, on here, if you press and hold, you can select other features like this selection tool. I show you later why this is not necessary to have this square selection tool, as you can do it with your pen anyway. But I just want to show you all this here, where you can just put in text and so on. But I have to point out, Notes Plus is not for typing text, it is really for note-taking with a pencil or with a stylus or so on. Okay, the other thing is you got another toolbar here on the top as well. You can scroll through it, and if you just swipe completely to the left, you get a whole bar there. And here's the same thing, you see there's empty space in the back, just press and hold, and you can just customize the bar however you want it. So you can put it in there and so on. Another feature talking about these bars, if you go into the settings function and you go to your writing position here and you choose another writing position, like you want to write like this, for example, then the toolbar would be in the way all the time. So therefore you just choose this one and you see it flips downside. So that's something really amazing. If you're writing like this, then it's easier for you to select this, and if you're writing left-handed, then this bar will go to the other side. Okay, now we come to number 6. That's something that's really hidden actually. I'm not sure if anyone knows this already from you out there. If you go to the bottom corner here and you just press and hold, the pages will come up and you can even edit the title and so on. This is really convenient if you're working in full screen mode. So this way you don't even need any tools, because most of it, or even not, if not even all of it, you can do with your Apple Pencil, and so you have really just a piece of paper here. If you're using the screen protector I'm using here, which is called Paperlike, it gives you even a paper-like feel. Well, I will put the link for this one as well in the description, or for all of the setup that I'm using here. Okay, so if you're working in full screen and you go just down there, you can enter your pages and then you just can jump around through your pages. By the way, I know some of you are annoyed that this comes up all the time, this here, while you're writing. If this happens to you and this annoys you, that might be the reason because the palm rejection is working very well. I never have this problem, but I have seen some of you did. So therefore just go to settings, go to app settings and go down there, and there you get the long press for close-up writing mode, and just switch this off. And then you shouldn't have a problem with this popping up. So that's just something in between. Maybe it might be a hidden feature for some of you, but yeah, just want to mention it. Now let's go to the invisible scrolling bars. So if you go on the right side here, if you're right-handed, and you just go here, you can actually scroll. You see, I'm writing here, but if you go on the right side, you, I don't know if you can see it. See, I'm writing here, and if I go there, you can scroll, all right? Now we come to something I'm really amazed. And that's really the reason to buy Notes Plus, in my opinion. I'm always struggling using GoodNotes and Notes Plus, and I know many of you asking me which is the best one and so on, and I'm also using NoteShelf too. I'm really struggling because those three apps got really unique features, but I always come back to Notes Plus because I'm just amazed about how they implemented working in your notebook without using any of the tools or so. I know some of you are annoyed it is too complex and so on, but to be honest, once you get the hang of it, it is the most easy thing to use. Because let's go for full screen. So I have no tools whatsoever. You only got your pen and your writing, all right? And so now I just want to get rid of this. Okay, so I just go like this, select it, bam. And then you can just make a straight line like this. You have seen this. When I do this, you get a sign here, and you can make a straight line. It also works for different shapes, like doing a square. You can do a perfect square like this. Just bring it like this, and then change the style, like this, and then we can enable the color, and then let's change this to whatever color. And then you see already, oh no, my other things are behind now. No worries, just go in here and send to back, and everything is in front again. You seen this? Just tap on it, and that's another thing. You can just tap on the objects. You can just tap on the objects like this and select it, and then you just go in here and you can send it to back or bring it into front. And while you're working on it, it stays in front. So I think that's really something nice. So other shapes you can do, of course, is like the circle. Oh well, I selected now everything. The circle, like this. Or you can make a triangle. And then you can move it around as whatever you like. Okay? So let's try something more complex. Here you get a thing, and then you get more points to move around. So I think that's really something amazing. Okay, so you can select everything like this, and then you can change the style of all of it as well. Okay, so that's this. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, that's I think that's really, well, I didn't know it in the beginning, and I was working a lot now with this app, and yeah, once you find this out. Oh, one more thing maybe, if you just, at the moment we can just select this. If you want to group things, it's the same thing. just select everything, go in here, and you can go to group, and now it is grouped. Whenever I select it, you group the thing here. So that's really something nice. If you have whole chapters you want to move around, just go in here, copy it, for example. And that's also something really nice. If you want to get this to insert it again, you just have to go in here, and you see here clipboard, just go there, and there you are. And you also see all the recent copies. So that's really something nice. Usually if you copy something, it stays in the memory until it is overwritten by the next copy. In here, it will just save the last copies, and not only in the app, even if you copied any text in any other app or so, it will just be saved in here. So that's really something nice. So you just put it, click on it, and it will be in here. So that's nice, isn't it? One more thing, just a minor thing, just press and hold the undo button so you can also redo, okay? So when I just select this, delete it, I do undo it, and then just press and hold, you have to redo. That's maybe something you didn't know either. Okay, I think there was even more than 10 things I told you there. I hope it helped. If you liked what you saw, just leave me a comment below, thumbs up, and please subscribe, because there will be much more videos like this, not only for Notes Plus, but also for all the other good things like GoodNotes, Notability, and also visit my website. Let's get this paperless community growing, and yeah, stay tuned. See you next time.